Welcome back. Today we're making a really cute kitten wall hanging. So let's get started. On a 12-inch wooden dowel, attach all 22 cords using a lark's head knot. To make a lark's head knot, fold your cord in half to find the center. Take the loop end, place it behind your wooden dowel, and then slip your tail ends through the loop. Okay, so that's one down and 21 more to go. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest. So taking a look at our pattern, as you can see, it is quite detailed. And because it's quite detailed, I recommend using a key to help you. Also, it makes it quite easier when you need to go shop for the yarn. And sometimes there's certain points where you can't tell which color it is. You can use the key to guide over top of your pattern to figure out which color you need. So with that being said, let's get started. To read the pattern, we start at the top left and work our way to the right. Working with a very long strand of yarn, I use 120 inches at a time. We're going to tie our first vertical double half hitch knot. Place your yarn behind the first strand of cord and make a loop on your right. Wrap your tail end around and through the loop and repeat one more time. Now, because the first knot always looks a little bit different, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the second knot, but it's essentially the same thing. Also, even though I do consider these pixel macrame patterns to be beginner friendly, because of the detail and time this one takes, it is a little bit more advanced. So just keep that in mind if this happens to be your first pixel pattern that you're trying to attempt, and maybe start out with a smaller pattern to begin with, just to practice. This kitten pattern is a part of my request series. If there's a pattern that you would like to see me do, please leave it in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. Okay, so I'm going to jump ahead a little bit further. To add a new color, all we have to do is attach it just like we did at the very start of this project. Also, if you happen to run out of length on your working cord, this is the exact same way that we're going to attach a new cord to carry on with our pattern. The reason why I don't give specific exact measurements of how much yarn you're going to need is because it varies quite a lot between different artists' tensions and materials used. I like to think of it similar as a crochet pattern where they give you the number of skeins of yarn that you're going to use as opposed to the exact length. Anyways, to switch back to your original color, all you have to do is run it behind your work. Then just carry on with the next vertical double half hitch knot. You are going to get pro with switching back and forth between colors with this pattern because you're going to be doing it quite a lot. If you're enjoying this pattern so far, please do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps me out greatly. Also, it helps me decide on which patterns you guys like the most so I can make more of. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to run it underneath our pattern one more time, and then I'll show you what to do once we complete to the very end of this row. So taking a look at our pattern now, we have gone all the way straight across the first row. Now we have to go back in the opposite direction. I'll demonstrate the first couple of knots here for you, but then after that, we're going to speed on ahead and I will show you what to do to finish off the back. Working with the same strand of yarn that you were working with on the previous row, you're going to pull it behind your next cord, but this time you're going to make a loop on your left, wrap your tail end around and through the loop, and repeat. So essentially, it is the exact same thing that you did with the previous row, only backwards. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead and work on this pattern, working from left to right and right to left, zigzagging all the way down the grid, and I'll meet you at the end to show you how to finish it off. I gotta say, that last knot is always the most rewarding knot. And in case you're curious, this took me exactly 14 hours to complete. So let's finish off the back, and to do this, the quick, easiest way is to just grab any two cords that are close together and tie it with a double overhand knot. In my next tutorial, I'm actually going to show you how to finish off the back in a more professional way and also show you how to sign your work. So make sure that you are subscribed and you have that little bell notifications turned on so you do not miss that video. In the meantime, I'm going to flip this back over and trim up the bottom fringe. If you feel like this wall hanging is a little bit too advanced for you, no worries. I have a more beginner-friendly cat pattern. I'll leave it on the screen now, and I'll see you over there.